Hey, they turned out to be fellows and alumni of the university, but didn't even know each other. They shook hands decently and exchanged cell phone numbers, and they began to greet each other. That is 3 or 4 minutes, but the two have nothing to say anymore, then separate again. The main reason is that she is uncomfortable. She made herself up very well today, simple and decent, but uncomfortable in the end. Such a reception is too extravagant and luxurious, making her always seem to be dreaming. In fact, she's a Cinderella, as she came here to eat. Her friend is right. To eat free is fake, and to have a chance is real. By taking advantage, encountering a matcher, or catching a big boss are all possible. Isn't it the opportunity that is lacking these years? Friends have already said that for girls like our age, the most important thing is actually two things. First, to show their heads. Second, to show up. The opportunity is not a long-range missile equipped with GPS. How can it aim at your head? Don't cost yourself Bin Laden. It's not easy to eat free, and it's no different from being a thief. People in these years have actually been divided into levels, 3 or 5 in groups, and 5 or 6 in sets. They talk and laugh together, and none of them have her share. It is impossible to make her forcible. Occasionally, someone would meet her with a uniform, polite, and measured smile. She can only smile hastily, but her smile is always half a beat slow, and she just laughed, but she passed by. As a result, her smile lost its object and hung on her face very hollowly, unable to take it off for a while. It feels bad. Very bad. She had to hold a wine glass, smile blankly, and said in her heart, "You." The phone rang. After only 2 rings, she put the phone to her ear. Young people who have not found a job or who have not yet settled in their lives have a common characteristic, that they answer their phones very quickly. The ringtone of the mobile phone is their life. There is an illusion that is not easy to detect, as if every phone call hides a great opportunity which should not be neglected, and it will be delayed by negligence. "Hello," she said, but the phone didn't respond. She leaned down and asked again, "Hello." The phone slowly said, "It's me." "Who are you?" The voice in the phone slowed down, saying, "The nobles forget about things. You don't even know me." "Look up." "Yes." "Look to the left." "Yes." "The door of the bathroom." "It's 8 or 9 meters away from you." She saw it. It was him. Just met him a few minutes ago, her alumnus and fellow. At this moment, her alumnus and fellow is leaning at the door of the bathroom, bowing his head, holding a wine glass in one hand and a mobile phone in the other. He's very happy, looking like flirting with his sweetheart in deep affection. "Admiring you," he said. "Less than a year and a half after graduating, you got involved in this company. What do you say? Golden-collar beauty. Yes, that's you." She laughed, lowered her eyelids, and said to her mobile phone, "You have been in the company early, and you need to take care of me, man." The phone smiled and said, "I'm here to eat free. Please take care of me." She held the mobile phone in one hand and held the other hand in front of her chest. This is her favorite gesture or styling, with her forearms resting under her breasts, making her look plump and beautiful. It's the appearance of a beauty. She said to her mobile phone, "I'm here to eat free too." Both of them stopped talking and raised their heads at about the same time and looked at each other, 8 or 9 meters apart. Their gazes passed through a lot of senior or lucky heads, and they were all looking at each other, happy. They are no longer lonely and seemed to regain self-confidence. He smiled and lowered his head, looking at his toes, feeling free, and said, "The wine is pretty good, isn't it?" She looked out the window and said, "How do I know wine? I choose the good-looking one to drink." "How come you choose a good-looking drink?" His tone was obviously experienced, and said slowly with care, "You have to taste every color. After you have tasted them, focus on one brand to drink. Let go, huh? Be cool. There is your brother." Then he added, "Don't hang up the phone. Get it?" "Why?" "Chat with your big brother." "Why can't I hang up?" "Stupid," he said. "Who will you talk to when you hang up? Who will care about you? How hurtful your self-esteem is. Just a chat like this. This can save our vanity. We're also taking care of everything." You know what does it mean by taking care of everything? Remember, someone talks nonsense with you. She tilted her head, listening, changed a glass of wine, and went far away gracefully. Her face is full of implicit and leisurely smile. She has a target for her smile now, not here, but thousands of miles away. The light at the reception is good, the music is good, the wine is of course better, but she just can't drink it at ease, and can't say hello to others. Busy. She kept nodding, taking a sip occasionally, and the smile on her face became lyrical. She firmly believes that her smile is beautiful and charming. You. Thank you, brother. Nope, I want to thank you. Let's go, liar, she said cheerfully. We can't go, he said. What a good wine, and it doesn't cost money. 3 hours later, they woke up, and were sober too. They made love and then took a nap for a while. There is a smell in his bed and body, mixed with the breath of alcohol and salmon. It's not good, it's not bad, it's an acceptable kind. Obviously, no matter whether it is the bed or the body, he does not often wash. However, his body temperature was moving, warm, vigorous, almost hot, and strongly radiating. Because of the body temperature, the smell has a good side. She hugged him tightly, pressed against his back, and took a deep breath. He woke up at this time, and when he woke up, he turned around, looked at her, and was stunned. That was his gaze stunned. It was actually not easy to be noticed in the dark, but it still didn't escape her eyes. Saw the wrong person? She said with a smile. He smiled and said honestly, I indeed saw the wrong person. Do you have a girlfriend? She asked. No, he said. Had? Of course I did. How about you? She thought for a while and said, I was dumped once and dumped others twice. In addition, there were a few uncertainties. How about you? He sat up, put on his clothes, sighed, and said, Why mention them? They all end without the disease. The two were just chatting. He had already turned on the light. The fluorescent light jumped twice, illuminating his bedroom all at once. It is not accurate to call that the bedroom is. His clothes, boxes, books, tableware, and computer are all in it. His computer is so dirty, it's not much better than that ashtray. She squinted her eyes and roughly estimated that her home was 2 or 3 square meters larger than here. When she could open her eyes, she was convinced that it was not 2 or 3 squares, but 4 squares. She had taken this elective course in the 4 years in college, and her vision had already been as precise as a drawing. He suddenly felt a little hungry, as he only focused on drinking at the reception but hadn't eaten yet. He put on a cotton sweater and said, "Go out to eat something. I'll treat you." She did not say good or not good, but tightened the quilt and tucked it under her chin. "Let's wait a moment," she said. "Do it again."